Hello everyone, I'm Bennett Marcello. This is Erickson. It's a Sunday, it's fan day at Auburn, but before Auburn goes over to sign autographs, Nick Marshall and Jonathon Mincy, who are both had off-season incidents involving marijuana possession, spoke to reporters today. Part of their punishment, actually, a little bit, where they had to stand up and face the music on the very day where a lot of fans are going to go up to him and pat him on the back, Joel.
Yeah, one thing I noticed. Malzahn said at SEC Media Days that we were going to be talking to them eventually, but getting them now, 10 days into camp, it really is pretty quick for a public appearance. Auburn fans may not remember this, but when similar players had this happen under Gene Chizik, sometimes it was as much as a year before we talked to them.
Man.
So I guess not lost on sending them out there. Getting it, like you said, part of it's the punishment. Both of them tried to stick to a pretty planned statement. Nick Marshall kind of said more. He said a little bit more about trying to. His way of coming back from this is trying to be more of a leader.
Yeah, he's got to regain the trust of his teammates. That's what he kept saying. I found it interesting he's not running stadium steps as part of his punishment or anything like that, but he's got to regain the trust of his teammates. And as you said, the statements were pretty scripted. Every question they were asked, there was some variance of saying trust, or they were apologized, or it was a mistake. In fact, I know Nick Marshall was asked 21 questions. He said trust 12 times, mistake 7 times, and apologized twice. Mincy was asked 16 questions, said mistake 6 times, trust 4 times, and apologetic once. So, I mean, it was scripted. They followed a script, which you'd expect. But as you said, Nick Marshall was, as he tends to be, he may not appear like it on camera, but when he talks, he says some things that maybe you maybe are not noticing.
You miss it initially, but he tends to be pretty honest. He was asked about Georgia. He said the Georgia situation, he's basically not even thinking about it in this. He was asked about what he thought in the moment. His first thought was, feeling bad about his teammates and everything like that. The thing you have to learn with Nick Marshall is you have to really listen. Something we're not always good at on video, but you have to really listen. He says some stuff, and his teammates have kind of backed that up. We've had many people saying that he's been more vocal, taking on a leadership role. It's not just him that's saying it.
Well, so we finally got to talk to them. Probably won't even speak to Nick Marshall against maybe the opener or afterward, because he will not start. Neither will Jonathon Mincy as part of their punishment. Much more coverage on these stories, as well as the result of everything. Nick Marshall even talking about Jeremy Johnson, who is apparently going to be the starter in that opener. Coming up at AL.com.